I think this is one of the best views I've ever had. Hello everyone, Tampa J here, and welcome back, and welcome to Brooklyn, New York. I'm over here on the other side of Manhattan. The Brooklyn Bridge is right behind me, and I'm between the Manhattan Bridge right there, and then behind me is the Brooklyn Bridge. I thought it would be fun to check out the Brooklyn Bridge Park at night and just see what all's going on. The camera's having a hard time focusing because there's so many lights around me. And it's absolutely beautiful out here. It's probably about 30 degrees, but the adrenaline is keeping me going, and I hope you join me. Come along with me. There's much ahead. It's gorgeous at night, isn't it? I never realized how fast those ferry boats go up and down the river. That one is going so fast. You can see the subway crossing the Manhattan Bridge. So beautiful. So directly behind me, in front of this beautiful bridge constructed in 1883, is this. A carousel. Jane's Carousel. The Philadelphia Toboggan Company. And this says 1922. Now, I don't know if it was made in 1922, but hold on, wait. I'm gonna do a little research on it. Jane's Carousel is confirmed. It was built in 1922 and was one of the first carousels, no wait, the first carousel to be put on the national list of historical places. So, still operational, and you're still able to ride it. Obviously it's closed right now, but you could ride it in the heat in the middle of winter. So that's cool, but look how beautiful it is, all hand carved and painted. Such a beautiful carousel, sitting right here between the Brooklyn and Manhattan Bridge. I just can't get over how beautiful this view is. Just kind of pan over and go up Manhattan for you. Check it out. And over there, I believe that's the Queensboro Bridge. Way over there. Whew, it's cold. Behind the carousel, I actually found this placard that gave more history. Keep your eyes open, folks. You never know what you might miss. I'm glad I found it though, but the carousel, Jane's Carousel, was made in Youngstown, Ohio by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Further back from the Brooklyn Bridge, you have this old warehouse, actually called St. Anne's Warehouse, and it has been restored and is now a theater, and it looks like there's some kind of production going on here right now. Entrance through the garden, the jungle, which sits here at the end of this building right in front of the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's go through the garden. I had to notice these like benches they made by just stacking these really cool rocks. And this sign marking all the cities around the world, it looks like mostly African or Middle Eastern cities. Somalia, Palestine, Egypt, and Syria. You can barely see the end of the Brooklyn Bridge up there, but this is the corner of the building. And look how these rocks have kind of taken form over here in the corner. The jungle. Theater shakes hands with the world. If I had time, I would check it out. And then across from St. Anne's Warehouse, you have this old building that used to be obviously some kind of warehouse, but is now a mall. Empire Stores. There's a number of shops in there and places to eat. It's very cool to see old things become new again. And this is just a beautiful building here in Brooklyn, not too far from the carousel. If you're ever in the city and you want to take some good photos, Brooklyn Bridge Park is probably one of the best photo opportunities you will find. Day or night, it's just a great view of the city and of these beautiful bridges. Now I'm at Main Street and Plymouth Street, more towards the Manhattan Bridge, and I'm gonna take this little walking trail and I'm gonna kind of walk around up this street. And you can tell this used to be railroad tracks right here. You can see in the distance, and beneath this flagpole they kind of indicate that the railroad tracks used to run right through here. Pretty cool. Here we go. Welcome to Brooklyn Bridge Park, down under the Manhattan Bridge. Whew, it's cold. And the views just keep getting better. I think this is a much better view over here. What do you think? There are many other people with the same idea tonight. Taking in this awesome view. Brooklyn Bridge Park, one of my favorite places in all of New York. All right, so I'm walking back up into Brooklyn towards the end of the Manhattan Bridge. We come further back to Water and Washington Street to get that famous shot of the Manhattan Bridge. And if you look right there in between, down there, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Empire State Building. Straight over there in Manhattan. Fun fact, there's a really cool Japanese antique store in the bottom floor here on Washington Street. Looks really cool in there. Another one of my favorite spots in all of Brooklyn. Well, I just met some friends from South Korea and I took a photo of them, and in return they took a photo of me, and they're very nice people. One way. Well guys, unfortunately this is going to be the end of it. Hope you had a wonderful time walking around the Brooklyn Bridge Park and around Brooklyn. The sights and sounds, the great views, the photo opportunities. I really love this place. I'm glad I could share it with you. It's good to be back here. Can't wait to come back. Next time I'll probably try to come during the day and when it's a little warmer. But as I said, there is much ahead in New York, there's much ahead in Tampa, there's much ahead with this channel. This is only the end of the video, it is not the end of the journey. And thank you so much for joining me. You're so awesome. Hope you have a wonderful day, and love all, love always. I'm gonna wrap it up soon, I'll just keep going with it, but thank you so much. You are awesome. There's much ahead. Bye bye, y'all. Yes.
Can you take a picture for us?
Yeah, sure. One second. Well guys, unfortunately, oh man, it's out of focus. Well guys, unfortunately this is going to be the end of it. It's getting very cold out here and very late, and it's time for me to head on back to Manhattan. And this camera keeps going out of focus. Oh. Good morning, this is it. Krishna.